Most writers think the biggest threat to their work right now is AI, but they're wrong. That belief is exactly why you hesitate before using a tool that could actually make your writing better. You sit there wondering if you're cheating or if some AI Karen is going to call you out, or if your work will be dismissed before it's even read. And here's what's actually happening. The new kind of accusation has replaced real critique. Opinions about AI have polarized writers, and it's quietly poisoning how you think about your own writing. And in the next few minutes, you'll see why this sounds like AI isn't feedback, and how to write freely again without shrinking your voice. Let's dive in now. AI isn't the problem. Welcome, I'm D.L. Hughes from VelocityWriting.com. There's a shift happening, and most writers haven't named it yet. So, we call it AI, but that phrase is used to describe a tool. Now it's used to dismiss the result of using that tool. People are using it to demean writers, not analyze the writing, not improve it, dismiss it. Some want to create false shame for using a revolutionary tool. Collaboration has always been approved in writing, but when you collaborate with a writing partner like AI, some freak out. And notice what disappears when that happens. People no longer give a real critique. Is the writing clear? Is this useful? Does this writing actually work? Instead, they say, this feels like AI. Well, that's not criticism. They don't know for sure. It's all based on speculation about patterns in writing, because even the AI sniffers are not accurate anymore. It's a wild guess that requires no thought. It's an unreasoned attempt to discredit AI and the writer. That's a slap in the face by people who are criticizing what they don't understand or don't want to understand. Once that shortcut becomes normal, the standard changes. Clean writing starts to look suspicious to everyone. Structure feels artificial. Clarity feels fake. And the cost to you? Well, you start holding back. You soften strong sentences. You second-guess clarity. You make your writing worse just to look human. That's not craft. That's fear dressed up as authenticity. And that ugliness spreads fast. When accusation replaces evaluation. You can see this playing out in real time right now. A novel, Shy Girl, was pulled by the publisher after readers accused it of being AI generated. Not proven, accused. Mia Ballard denied using AI, but the witch hunters pointed to hallmarks of AI. Well, look closer at what those hallmarks actually are. Clean prose, direct sentences, efficient pacing. In other words, modern writing. Another case, Car and Driver magazine published a road test on the supercharged Spec 3 Mustang built by Von Gittin Jr. Gittin Jr. didn't like the review of his car's performance, so he became an AI Karen. He said, "It makes me wonder if AI is doing the writing after data is input." Well, of course, that was a slur. The article was written by Elena Schreier, the longtime senior features editor at the magazine. But who knows, maybe the article could have been better if she did use AI. The journalism world is embracing AI far more than other writers. But you see what's happening? Once that label shows up, AI, it overrides everything else. It doesn't matter what's on the page. It matters what people believe about how it was made. That's the shift. We've moved from, is it good, to, can I discredit this? And those are not the same question, because one requires thinking. But being an AI Karen screaming, it's AI, doesn't require thought. There's a pattern here. When photography emerged, they were accused by painters of losing authenticity. When word processors appeared, writers were accused of losing discipline. The tool becomes the villain until it becomes invisible. But here's the difference now. The accusation itself has become the shortcut. And once that happens, competence becomes suspicious. The witch hunt loop. Now, this gets more dangerous because once accusation becomes easy, because many people don't like innovation, it becomes addictive. You see it in classrooms, in publishing, in online comments. This looks like AI. Burn them! That's all it takes. They cannot accept innovation in creative methods. No explanation, no analysis, no responsibility to be right. And here's what that does to you. You start adjusting your writing to avoid the accusation. You add friction. You break flow. You inject randomness. Not because it improves the work, but because you think it makes you look more human. That's the loop. The better you write, the more you risk being questioned, because AI writes so well. People should be saying, you used AI Assist? Hey, great, that means you have a better book. But they denigrate the tool and demean you, so you pull back. And that's the real damage. Not AI. There is now pressure to distort your writing just to pass some invisible test. You fear the AI witch hunters, and so you have to mask who you are to avoid them burning you at the stake. Hey, if you're getting fresh insight from this, please like, subscribe, and click the bell, and of course, comment. The shift is affecting your writing more than you think, and almost no one is naming it clearly. And I value your support. AI is a tool, not a demon. Here's the part that most people miss. AI didn't appear from nowhere. It was built from human language, human patterns, human decisions, by humans. It doesn't generate meaning on its own. It responds to your unique creative input, which means every output is still anchored in human intent. But you're being told a different story by self-serving people. They say AI is the machine, the other, the imposter, the demon. Well, that framing feels simple, but it's wrong. Because the real distinction isn't, did you use AI? AI is a tool that can and should be used to enhance creativity. The real distinction is, did you think? Did you choose? Refine, shape? Did you re-envision? Did you reject what didn't work? Or did you outsource your judgment entirely by stupidly just using copy and paste? You see, that's the line. Not the tool, it's how it's used. Because tools have always changed writing. Pens, typewriters, word processors. No one asks what you use. They ask if your writing works. AI is no different. And the only real difference is the reaction. Many insecure writers are fearful, so they scream like AI Karens at any hint that someone used AI. That's wrong. AI is the new normal. The one rule that matters. So here's the focus. You must own every sentence no matter how that first draft came into existence. That's it. If you use AI to brainstorm, to restructure, to clarify, hey, that's great. But your final work, your final revision, well, that must belong to you. And there is no need to confess, explain, or defend it to anyone. There is no longer a requirement that an idea traveled from your brain down your arm to the keyboard, the way old-fashioned purists demand. AI offers a new, better way to explore your ideas. Remember this, decision-making is the craft. Your book is the result of the decisions you make. AI just gives you more to decide. The moment you start to defend the process, you've accepted the wrong standard. That you owe them proof. Well, you don't. You stay where real writing lives, and that's in choice, clarity, and impact. That's your ground. And the more you stand there, the less impact accusations by the AI Karens have on you and the literary world. Hey, please watch these next videos. They connect directly to how you build authority as a writer. Have a great writing day.